Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for the support. So this evening I was listening to the interview that Spice did, the meeting that she attended with the religious leaders and the ministers. And while I was listening, I was like, boy, them people here are not easy. So me never know say them say she promiscuous. Me never know that. And me find it so funny coming from church leaders because you see most time you check it, nobody no promiscuous like them people that were in at the church. And they are always the first set of individuals to judge another person. I was thinking to myself that if Beyonce, Taylor Swift, or one of those international artists said that they were going to come to Jamaica, and go in the school, you'd have see how them same one allow it. Them would have welcome them. But when it's our own, they're fighting against her. I am one person. I believe that we're not supposed to judge anybody. You see, when you look at some of the persons them in the church, especially the pastors, a lot of them used to be dons. A lot of them used to be drug dealers. A lot of them used to be sex workers and so forth. And yet still, they changed their life, and preaching the gospel. And you see, most time when you see them come from that background, and them tend to be the genuine ones. That's how I look at it, because they understand what it is like to be in the world. They understand what it is like to do certain things. So because of that, they're not easy to judge. But you see, they set them now, we're in the church from how much teen years and all of that, them are always the one who feel like them only righteous. Them are always the one we feel like, hey, they are the Almighty, so they are the ones that is going to judge. I was shocked when she said that they basically said that she was promised. I'm like, what? Because basically they were telling her that she's a WH. That's how I look at it. And I love how she was able to have that meeting and tell them exactly the type of businesswoman that she is. And I know that a whole heap of them never know. Say so much something she accomplished, because I didn't. It was when I was listening to that, I was like, wow, go girl. Because a lot of us, we look at her as the woman with the big rear. We look at her as the woman we can under the sheet and jump out and do all of them something there. That's how we look at her. We don't think of her as a businesswoman. We don't think of her. Most people look at her as the entertainer. But as she said, she's the best person to go in the school and reach the young people. And I am in 100% agreement with that. Because if somebody is supposed to go in there with the jacket and tie and everything, and try to talk to them, now, you think them are going to listen? They're not going to business with them. But when somebody who in the street go in and try to encourage them and influence them, are them people them are going to listen to. When somebody go in there and can tell them, hey, me used to go to school without lunch money, me used to walk barefoot, and them something that them are going to listen to, and that are going to motivate them, because they're going to look and them are going to say, but if she never have nothing and she up on the big stage now, me not can do it too. Them are going to look and say, but if she a come from Yasso and she they up there, so me not can do it too. They're not going to take it from the pastors, because a lot of them, when they go to speak to them, they start to judge, they start to criticize. And that is what our young people don't want. And it is time now, for we to stop judge people. A time now for we to look upon them and just believe that every single soul, no matter how, where them are do for a living, might be, or should I wrong to you, just look at them and don't say every single soul have good in them. And everybody can work in an office. And everybody can go up and do speech and everything and make a living. Some people have to use the talent where them have and so forth. But when I sat and I listened to it, I am proud of the way she articulated herself during that interview. I mean, no, the whole of them start looking at her a little bit different now. And it just goes to show people, when you see people out there and they're wearing their wigs, they're wearing the colored wigs especially, they're wearing the heap of tattoos, they have the heap of piercing, Them are go on the most way, don't judge them. Because guess what? Those are the individuals that understand the rough life. Those are the set of individuals that can make a change in society. Those are the type of individuals that can cause our youths to make a difference in this world. Because you better believe it, the youths them now look up to the politicians them nowadays. They now look up to the church leaders them. They now look up to the big people them in the offices anymore. They are looking up to our entertainers. And if you have one that can influence them to go the right way, so do it. When you look at some of them, and where them are promote, if I did none of them there, we are saying about this and that and that. Them type of scam. No, I wouldn't. But when you look at who she is, the fact that she's a big woman, she operates her business, she does make her living. But people don't judge. Now, I was watching Swiss and Rebel, and people, I have to understand, that a lot of time these people do it for the views. I have to understand that a lot of time what we see on social media, and I really saw it go. But me can't understand why people have to disrespect them one another to get little views. I was watching them and them a talk about dog who not eat this and who, and I'm like, what the heck? And it's not the first. And I have to wonder, when it reached that level where you and someone going to have to come and sit in front of a camera and disrespect each other, just so people can send you a little rose, a lion, and so forth. Because you see, at times when we tolerate certain things, it get out of proportion. It a go get far. You see, when you tolerate it and you say, oh, because you're not upon live, you see, one day when you're not upon live, the disrespect are going to continue just the same. And you go wonder why. Because you sit there and you take it. I don't believe that any man or woman supposed to accept certain things from another person, especially disrespect. If you and somebody together and that person I got disrespect you, whether it be on live or off of the live, no, don't accept it. Let that person know where you stand and make sure you stand up firm. No bother believe say just because you don't want the little money you go sit down and you take it. You go realize when the camera turn off, the same set of words, them are going to come your way just the same. And I am a bit disappointed in both of them because I never see them to reach where they are at now, disrespecting each other. But as I said before, I guess me just have to understand, so them just do it for the views. But me can't get that part there. Me can't understand that part there. Me can't understand it. I will never ever understand some man or woman sit down and tolerate the disrespect because they want the views, they want the money. I will never understand how some woman sit in relationship with a man, cheat on them and it out there in the public and everything, but because of them husband, them sit down, and I will never understand all of that. Because guess what? Once they do it and you accept it, you make it seem like I know nothing wrong with it. It'll go continue. So just as how she disrespect him on live, guess what? She will do it off of the live. Just as how he disrespect her on live, he will do it when the camera is off. Just the same. You're going to realize that both of them know. They're going to start to question, but wonder if she really like me, wonder if she love me. Because that is where it's going to lead to. They're going to wonder if the other person genuinely care for them. Because you see, when you care for somebody, you're not going to want to disrespect that person. Then no way, none at all. Because you love the person, you value the person's feelings. And what I would want for them to understand, you see words spoken, you can't take it back none at all. So you have to be careful where you may come out of your mouth. You have to be careful what you say to that individual. Because that person might mean the world to you, and you say, yeah, do it because you want the views. But guess what? While you're doing it for the views, you'd be surprised to know that each time you do it, you're losing a little respect from that person. You'll lose it little by little, and eventually, guess what? You're going to lose it all. So I just hope that both of them understand what they're doing when they come on live and galang so. I hope they understand how it's going to damage their relationship. And I just hope they will be able to change. Come, you can't do anything. A rebel, a Swiss Lee, you can't do anything. You don't have to, you don't have to disrespect on one another like that. Both of you are already big. Everybody know Rebel and Swiss Lee. So you just come on a chat, you have a look a lovey-dovey thing. And that alone would have sell instead of the disrespect. So guys, thank you so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.